Good evening, everyone. Kenney Conwell here, and we're here with Mr. Scott. This is, I think, second or third time trying to get this interview thing right, but we finally figured it out this time. So, just wanted to have Scott share some of his results and his success. So, Scott, you mind telling us about where you were and where things are now with your credit?
Yeah, I had some real bad credit challenges due to some medical issues. Um, but thanks to Kenny, I contacted Kenny. I joined his program, but I didn't have the time to do it. So I reached back out to Kenny and asked Kenny is this something that he can do to speed this process up? 'Cause I don't have the time. Because I work from 6 in the morning and I don't get home to sometimes to like 7 in the evening. And Kenny said, yeah, he can do that. So on Monday, the 19th, I contacted him and asked him, will he go ahead and start? And lo and behold, he looked at my credit report and he said he can get it straightened out. Now, granted, this was Monday, the 19th of November. On the 20th of November, he called me and told me to take a look at my credit report. And I was absolutely amazed. Less than 24 hours, I had repossessions, I had charge offs. In other words, I had over $28,000 worth of debt gone in 24 hours. And my question, who does that? you know, and the results was I was really amazed at how quickly he got it done. Granted, I still got, my TransUnion and Equifax report, but just to see the results in such a short period of time was amazing, and I was taken back at how quickly, the process worked and how well it worked. Like I say, you can take a look at my credit report. Uh, there was a lot of stuff on there. And, I would let Kenny, share my credit report, to, future customers, present customers, and past, customers, or anyone that's on the fence about if this program works. Trust me, I'm living proof that it works. Beyond
Wow.
a shadow of a doubt.
Wow. So Scott, what would you tell anybody who's on the fence about, who's on the fence about joining or using our service? Because like you said, you already bought our do-it-yourself program, which definitely works. But we tell people if you want to hire us, you're hiring us for speed and quickness. And the guys, I want to say this other thing before I ask Scott this question. Scott, uh, results are not typical. Not saying we can't do it in 24 hours. Generally speaking, we always say 35 days or less. So we were able to move real quickly with Scott. But Scott, what would you say to anyone who's like either in the program just like you were, and they're thinking about getting fast results, and they're on the fence about making the investment in themselves and their credit?
Look at my credit report. Don't need to say anything else. Look at my credit report. The proof is in the pudding.
True.
The program works. I'm a private person, and for me to share my story and my testimony, simply because Kenny is a good man. He stand behind his product, and I would recommend him to any and everybody. And again, if you're on the fence about it, look at my credit report, and that will tell you what he is capable of doing,
Oh,
and in the time frame that he's tell you he can get it done.
boom. Well, guys, I'm gonna show his actual report. We're not gonna show all his personal information, but I'm gonna show you that how we were able to get those things removed in such a short period of time. And now he's on a rebuild because Scott didn't have any open accounts. He primarily just had closed accounts. He had some medical issues a couple of years back that primarily messed up his credit file. So we were able to get all that stuff removed. And because we moved so quickly, he doesn't even have a score right now. But Scott also applied step 4 of our credit enhancement system coaching membership, and he applied for new accounts. And those accounts are going to report in the next, I would say, less than 30 days. And he's also going to obtain a trade line as well, which is going to boost him up to at least 740, 750 credit score, guys. And this is very, very powerful. So, again, this was Scott bought our program, doesn't have a lot of time. He said, hey, Kenny, this is a good system, but can you do it for me? Absolutely, we can. So, Scott, what would you say to those people who are at a place where they're not really respecting their credit, or they know they're making some good money, but they're just not doing right with their credit? What would you say to them?
The number one thing I would say is you don't want to be embarrassed, even though you make good money. Money is good, but credit is power. Without credit, you just another statistic or a number. You don't want to be ashamed or embarrassed when you go to purchase a car or apply for a credit card. You want to be able to walk in any place of business and put your Social Security number on that application and know you can walk out of there with an approval. So my thing is, invest in yourself, invest in your future, because no one else will.
There it is, folks. So Scott, he put it all on the line. We're going to show his report, so stay tuned. And if you are thinking about joining our program, click the link below. Everybody doesn't qualify for our credit solution system, but those that do, please book a call. We will be more than happy to walk you through whether or not we can help you. So matter of fact, one thing I will say too is we generally like to look at your credit reports first just to see if we can be a resource. So one of the things that we did for Scott, when he called us, I was like, well, Scott, can you pull up your report? So he let us look at his report, and then we were able to see right there on the gate. Right, I can see at that point, oh yeah, we get him results. So that's another thing. So that's why I say everybody doesn't qualify, because we need to see what's on there to see if we can truly do this work quickly and efficiently. And at that point, we'll shoot you straight. If it's better for you to just use our coaching program and do it yourself, we'll tell you. But if you don't have the time nor the expertise, and you just want to get that approval, hire us, book that call, and we will either myself or one of my staff members will be here to help you out.
And I want to add this. Give him the chance to show you what his program can do. There's a lot of credit, repair companies out there, and I've tried them. They don't work. They're out to get what they can get out of you, and that's money. They drag the process along to keep you paying more money.
Mm-hmm.
And with Kenney and his company and his business, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. So I would say wholeheartedly, give him the chance and the opportunity to show you what he can do.
Right. Scott, you brought up a really good point. And guys, our whole goal is education, which is why we put the systems in place to show you how to do it. But when you hire us, we don't want to extend the process. You guys will probably get results 6 to 8 months just going through my existing system. However, you hire us, we don't want you guys to keep paying us monthly. We want you to get results quickly, which is why our services are priced appropriately. So Scott brought up a really good point. We're not trying to extend this. We want to get results immediately, right? We're talking 35 days or less so you can go out and do what you need to do. So Scott, thanks for saying that because I wasn't even thinking about that. You know, we're not going to keep trying to rebuild you and all this stuff. We're going to come up with what the cost is going to be, and then we're going to get your investment, and then we're going to go to work immediately, and then we're going to get you the results, or we give you your money back, right? Because we stand by it.
And I know for a fact they stand behind it because the proof is in the pudding. And I can't emphasize enough, take a look at my credit report.
There it is, guys.
Take a look at it, and you'll see for yourself.
There
I don't have to say anything else. You know, just look at my credit report, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. It'll tell you what type of program he have that will benefit you and your situation.
There it is. Well, I mean, I just stay tuned, guys, and then after you watch Scott's credit report, you see what we were able to do in a short period of time. Book a call, and we'll talk to you soon. Scott, thanks for sharing, and we appreciate you for taking action and investing in yourself. And we know that this testimonial is going to help hundreds of other people's get their credit right as well. So we appreciate you, man.
And I appreciate you, Kenny. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night, man.
You too now.
All right, so per Scott's suggestion, so just want to show you guys a few things so we can show you his accounts. So we had some items that were charged off here he was unable to get removed on his own. Had several items in collections, and also had some inquiries. And this was as of the 19th when he first started with us. Then if we just were to refresh to the 24th and just take a look at his report, then we're still working on the inquiries, but the all the accounts that were in bad standing were removed, collections were removed, and essentially we got all those negative things removed. And because of that, it went from him not even having to score, and really we're getting these inquiries removed. But I want you guys to see that all that negative history is removed. Since then, he's applied for a secure card. He also has applied for a installment loan, and he's getting ready to purchase a trade line and become an authorized user. Once all those things hit, it's going to boost him to about a 700 score. But I want you guys to see how quickly we were able to get things removed from him. So credit repair is a process, but if you know what you're doing, we can get the things wiped clean and show you how to build a fresh new profile from scratch. Okay, so this was what Scott was talking about. We got those results so quickly for him, and he was saying we can show his report. So here it is. All right, so yeah, book the call right now if you have a question or if you want our help.